right, guys, you see it. Orange and black. The orange and black. The orange cutting device. The orange gloves. And we got a box here. We got a box. I got it like this because this shipper just went ballistic and put labels all over it. I could sit there and mark them out. I do sometimes and do whatnot, but you know, they probably wouldn't care if I showed who they was, but I'm sure some probably would, so probably won't do that. But what we have here is an unboxing. This came from Coins for Sale on Reddit. CoinsForsale. Check it out. It's not, you know, PMs for Sale has it trumped. I don't know why. But Coins for Sale, it's pretty awesome. I mean, it's hard to beat. You can go to the .coms and the blah blah blahs and the JM Bullions and the AppMexes and the Walmart.com and go to Costco. You can do all that stuff. You can go to your coin shop and you just can't hardly beat these places. You know, eBay, you can hang with it on eBay, but you're gonna have to sit there and stay with it. It's just harder. It's just more tedious. And if you go to eBay to buy now, then of course they're gonna put just a little bit higher price. So to get the best deals, you gotta go in there and bid, and we all know how it goes. But Coins for Sale, go to Reddit, Coins for Sale. Coins for Sale. A couple of my favorite YouTube channels never talk about these, and it just bugs me. I'm gonna keep commenting on them until they do. Louis Silver, that guy's so informational. He's in his 60s, retired and all that, and he's got this website, best gold and silver deals. He updates it every day. You can just go to his website if you want to and just follow down it and click on it, and the guy puts in the effort and he finds the best deals of the day on, you know, Walmart.com, eBay, all this stuff, all the JM Bullion, all these different ones. I don't know what all he does, but he does not, for some reason, you know, he's not clicked yet, and I've told him, but we'll see. And then of course, Thousand Air Radio. Man, if you guys haven't checked that out, I'm gonna keep saying it. Go ahead. There's a bunch of them. I like them. I like Spectacular, the Silver Stacular, and man, I like them. I like pretty much all of them. Sobriety and Silver out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. That guy, he's pretty good, pretty interesting. Man, I like Coin Shop Chris and different ones, but man, after a while, you get a little bit worn out with the world's falling, and oh my gosh, and everything's shutting down, and the dollar's obsolete tomorrow, and take your silver and go find a cave, and oh my gosh, there's just that craziness, man. I don't need, you know, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't. I'm not really thinking that, you know. But Coin Shop Chris is pretty cool to listen to. Like if you're just gonna, you know, like I go walking or running every day just for a few miles, and it's something to kind of listen to. But after a while, that just constant drama and that FOMO, the fear of missing out, just that off the chartsness is after a while it just wears you out. It's kind of getting me. Let me throw this away, guys. It's kind of got me just a little bit worn out, but not bad, not bad. Let me look here. What do we got? No names, nothing on this. Once again, guys, I have no idea what this is. It came from Coins. Coins for Sale on Reddit, and I bought this at 50 cents under spot, and I did pay $6 shipping because it's a fair amount, I believe. So 6 cents, whatever spot was, 50 cents under spot, and then I did pay the $6 shipping, which that's a pretty fair deal. And like I said, I don't know what it is. So I know it's coins now, but I don't know. I'm probably gonna sneeze here. Oh man. Oh, excuse me, guys. Just a regular guy here stacking, and I do sneeze sometimes. What do we got here? So that was man. Look at this, guys. Holy moly! Whoa! I got a haul. This person could have never sent this to me, and I would have never even known. I mean, I would have eventually caught on, but when you order so much stuff, man, you just might not You just might miss something. And I keep track of it, but I gotta get better at it. I gotta get better at keeping track of it. Let me get these out of here. I might as well, oh man. Do it right here on video. I don't want to destroy the flips really, because I use them for certain things. Wow. What is that? Canada, it's that argent silver. It is a coin. Yeah, you guys are probably, look at that. Oh, that's that. Canada, fine silver, argent. Yeah, call me dumb, but I don't know what that is. I don't know what to call this coin. I mean, as far as it's, just a 1 ounce Canadian coin. I'm sure it's got a cool name. I'll look at it. I'll look back at I'll go find the order on that and see, because that seller would have listed it. Oh, it's part of this Canadian wildlife deal, I believe. Man, that's some cool stuff. That's some cool stuff, man. Another channel I really like is Stacker Factor. He's better. He does these videos great, but man, he loves these things. Look at that. Canadian, what is that thing, man? Some kind of a big cat, but it's hard to read. Cougar or something? You guys look at that. Oh, that's that. You know, you guys know what it is. What is that? It's hard to read. Either way, it's part of the Canadian Wildlife Series. That stuff is cool. That stuff is cool. And this is got a little milk spotty here, but I don't care. This is the Republic du Chad. I've got some other ones of these. Yeah, I kind of like that. Fine silver. Yeah. A little scratched up, a little this, a little that. But see, I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about the weight. I'm just worried about the 1 ounce of silver I got there. You know, but I prefer it if it's great, and you know, BU and or AU, all that kind of stuff. That's cool too. Oh man, yeah. I'll say I've opened my mind here. I freed my mind, guys, and I've gotten. You know, I was just a 1 ounce maniac forever. I didn't want nothing out of the ordinary, nothing hard to keep track of. But it's hit me that, man, this stuff, as long as, you know, ½ ounce, 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 3 ounce, you know, I don't know nothing about them big crazy 5 ounce ones. I'm not saying I won't get some, but you know, they gotta fit. Yeah, I gotta have stuff to fit. That's the best way I can to fit, and I feel good about it. So this is a Canadian Fox 2 ounce. Wow, that is cool, man. That, you can just feel the weight. You can just feel the weight. Fines. Oh, not 2 ounce, 1.5 ounce. I thought it was a little different than 2 ounces from earlier. Yeah, this is a 1.5 ounce. Okay, these are all 1.5 ounce in. Make sure before I look even dumber. Man, this seems more. I mean, that's 2 ounce. That's a 2 ounce. Yeah, I'm about to really pay attention to these. Wow. Look at this Canadian Orca 2 ounce coin, man. Oh my gosh, look at that scene there. Alaska or whatever, with the mountains in the back. Oh my man. That is something right there. $10 face value. You guys, coins for sale. What did I say? I have to look back. 50 cents over spot or something on these. Whatever I said in the beginning. It was fresh on the brain. See, this one coming to, it's a little, nice little capsule. I like that. I don't have to put it in one. Look at that, man. The koala. The mama koala with the baby koala. That's sharp. And a capsule. 50 cents there, 50 cents over spot, 50 or 75, whatever I said in the beginning, because I just looked at it so I could tell you guys. But man, look at that. Man, that's cool. Oh, what's this little trusty bad boy here? This is more traditional. What is it? Oh, this is another oversized. You can stack up weight quick getting this oversized stuff. So this is there it is. This is a 1.5 ounce Canadian Falcon. You guys can see this that well. Right Probably not. I don't have the shiny silver like these other guys. No, they got the lighting, the better lighting, which is cool. I don't care. But here it is, guys. So I've got 1.5 ounces, 2.5 ounces. This is a big boy. This, you can feel this. 2.5, 4.5 ounces. Man, that is cool, man. This makes it 5.5 ounces. Yeah, man. Man, that's sharp. So 5.5 ounces. And this is gonna make it 7 ounces. 7 ounces. With the sweet fox. 7 ounces. 8 ounces. 9 ounces. 10 ounces. 11 ounces. I guess that's the most boring one, but it's still cool. 12 ounces. And 13 ounces. So take 13. I think these were 13 ounces. I think it was I think these were like 39.20 or roughly a coin, because the spot was up, or yeah, it was up a little bit. Plus the 50 cent, shipping next to nothing. But there it is, guys. 13 more ounces added to the stack. I'm just a regular guy here in middle America. Call it God's country, call it whatever you want. Just here, just stacking, getting it done, just stacking for weight, like gold coins, 1/2 ounce and 1 ounce, maybe a 1/4 ounce. Some of them 1/4 ounces are sharp too, but I really like the 1 ouncers. And then I love graded paper money. $500 bills, $1,000 bills. I don't really get into, I don't know much about the $1 and the $5 bills they're worth this and that because of the numbers and blah, blah, blah. I just like the big bills, the large bills, and nice looking ones that are graded. That's what I prefer. But so like that, and then silver coins, silver buffalo rounds. The only round I mess with now is the buffalo rounds, because I'm on a mission to fill some drugs. And then junk silver, and of course junk silver dollars, whatever you want to call them, Morgans and the peace dollars. That is what I'm with right now. I'm not getting any bars. I'm not even really, gold is gold, but I'm not really trying to mess with 1 gram gold or too many 5 gram gold. I'm kind of after a certain thing. On this stacking deal, you got to kind of you got to pick a lane, sort of pick a theme, or you'll be all over the place. Years ago, I would be getting all over the place. I just had this random Scottsdale, what do they call those? Those nugget looking. I just had just crazy stuff, all this funny shaped stuff, and just getting wild and crazy. I never got into the big silver dragons, or silver dragons, or like a silver army tank. All that stuff's cool. I like to watch other guys on YouTube having it, but for me that is just confusing, and I probably got some OCD and all that OCD going on and whatnot, to where it just bugs me if it's not uniformed. And then when I go to exit one day, when I go one day we got to cash stuff out, cashing out IRAs, and you're going to be doing this, and you're probably going to be selling your lake house and blah. That's just how life goes, unless you're going to take it with you. And none of us can do that. But you sort of pass some on to your kids and all that too. I get it. You don't pass everything on. You got to, these days you got to live in retirement for 20-something years or whatever. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more. So I don't want to have to be going, if I got some 5-pound silver, literally like a silver dragon with, like something off Harry Potter or something. And then, and I paid a crazy premium for it 19 years ago. And then I'm trying to get rid of the thing when I'm retiring. And I'm trying to find coin shop or a person to give me back all of that, I'm like, oh my goodness, Maybe by that time you just sell it at spot, and by that time, spot is gone up so much that it's worth what you gave for it years ago when you paid a premium of who knows what, 200 or 300%. Like these little copper coins. I know guys that are into copper and they're buying these cool little copper rounds, It'll be this, it'll look like this, it'll be copper. Those are, right now, those are 400 or 500%. You're paying 5 times what that's worth. That'd be like if this, let's make it easy and say spot's at $40 on silver, and you get one of these and you're paying $200. Or if gold, if it's $3,000 for an ounce, and somebody's paying $15,000. That's what these guys are doing for this copper right now. You're better to get the old pennies and stack it that way, really, just to get the copper. But those beautiful Geiger copper bars and all this different stuff, that's they're not paying, because copper is so much a pound. They are paying a premium for copper right now, the nice looking stuff. And I just don't want to get caught up in that, because I'm afraid I won't get it. I won't get it back, or it's going to be hard to get it back, or something like that. Like I've got friends and they collect specialty stuff, football helmets, and that Thousand Air Radio. Like I say it again, guys, go to Thousand Air Radio. His channel is amazing. But he's into getting his graded comic books and stuff. He's kind of trying to corner the market on that, it looks like. And I think he's doing good, but man, my luck, I'd get into some kind of $200 comic book or whatever, and then thinking I could sell it for $275, and I'd hang on to the thing and couldn't get $40 for it after a while. I just can't imagine who, I can't imagine who wants it, who's buying them, where to even go. But there's plenty of people that do. But I'm not trying to get into that. I just want stuff that's, nobody can tell me. Everybody knows the spot price is a spot price. I'm not going to walk into a coin shop and be like, spot's $38. I'll give you $20. It doesn't work. And that's what's cool about silver and gold and all this precious metals. It has a price. Like vehicles. They've got a blue book value. What year is it? How many miles are on it? What's the extra stuff? They got a blue book value. Some stuff doesn't have, like semi trucks and tractors. They don't have a blue book value. You go try to buy yourself a semi truck or some kind of whatever, some kind of forestry tractor or some things like that. You don't just go through a book and get a price. It's a to be determined price, and I don't want to deal with that. Like if this was some specialty coin, and it was for whatever reason because of a blemish or her necklace was missing a pearl or something, and this one here sells for $120. I don't want that. Somebody else can buy that. I'll buy this one for a spot. Somebody else can do, because I don't want to be trying to sell the one later and trying to get extra money because this is the blah 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 with the missing pearl or whatever. I don't want to deal with that stuff. And if you guys don't know, check out CoinHelpU, CoinHelpu. Check out CoinHelpU and CoinGeek on YouTube. Those guys will just hit you with that stuff. They know what's up. That's their world. It's not my world, and I don't want it to. Well, at least right now, I don't want it to be my world. I'm just not interested. I think it's cool for them. I like to look at it, but I'm not interested in, trying to get extra money back on something because it's extra special or extra rare or whatever. That's pretty cool. That bird is coming down, man. That bird is coming down. I guess this will be the Elizabeth. I have to look it up. Is this the Queen's Bee stuff, or is this that? I don't know. This is a Canadian wildlife, whatever series, I believe. I'll look all this up now. That way I document it. Anyways, guys, there it is. Whatever I mentioned, 13 some odd ounces, whatever this is. This is what I do, man. I just stack precious metals and paper money, and I just kind of want to show it to somebody. The stacking community, we're very, very rare. Like the military is like 1% of the population of the U.S., they say, and people that stack are less than that. There's a lot more soldiers and whatnot than there is stackers. I mean, it's a rare deal. I mean, if you own an ounce of gold, you own more gold than almost anybody else in the U.S. If you own like a lot of gold, hundreds of ounces of gold, or hundreds of thousands of ounces of silver, I mean, you own more than most people on the planet. It's a rare deal. I kind of want to keep it that way. YouTube's kind of exposing everybody, but it is what it is, you know. Whatever happens, happens. But you know, I can't keep stuff a certain way. But you know, there's not a lot of people to talk to about this stuff. You go into your coin shops. People I know, I don't even talk about really stacking with them because it's kind of a touchy thing, keeping all this this wealth around you, you know. And a lot of my stuff goes other places and certain safety deposit boxes and things like that. But I mean, you're keeping you know, you mess around and have some, you know, you got pounds of this stuff. You got lots and lots and lots of money sitting there. It's no different than having stacks of $100 bills. So you kind of want to be quiet about it. That's why I'm just here, you know, talking with my hands, and I'm so-and-so from Middle America. You know, if I had another kind of YouTube channel, you know, a lawn care channel, I'd be, hey, I'm, you know, blah, blah, blah from blah, 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 and I'm here cutting my lawns, and I'd be showing myself trimming and cutting lawns, and, you know my name and the name of my business and everything. But the stacking community is just not, some of them do it, but most don't. Not because we don't trust each other, it's whatever, you know, it's just, you know, what else is out there? You know, what else is out there, you know? But either way, guys, there it is. Another one for you. If you don't mind, like, subscribe. Everybody says share, but I don't really know who you're going to share it with. You can share it if you want to, but just, you know, just like and subscribe, and comments good enough for me. If you want to share it, go ahead. I don't know who you're going to share it with. I don't know what that even means. You just want to just randomly share it with people that you know. I don't know about all that, but it'd be kind of cool if you, you know, like the channel, and, you know, or subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll keep some of these coming. I'll show you, you know, my jugs of my coins and my junk silver, and some gold, and some graded paper, you know, graded paper money, some 500, maybe some thousands, and who knows, man. But anyways, I appreciate it, guys. And once again, Stack Daddy from Middle America. I'm out of here, guys.